all of a sudden we hear a grunt that sounds like it was emitted from the vocal cords of a grizzly bear. And me and Bun just look at each other. We're like, what the hell is that? Welcome to the Spencer Whiteout podcast. Rated R.
You have some criminal charges with you, bro. Guess like we're avoiding the shark. Call it leather fetish.
No, great turbo neck guy.
I'll give you a kiss. You give me your number.
Got checked out a ton, dude. Tell me you felt.
We're Americans. We're the ones that are descendants from the 1776 musket-bearing motherfuckers.
Welcome to the Spencer Whiteout podcast, where we collect experiences as badges, memories as treasures, and stories as wealth. Originally recorded April 17th, 2021, this is a blast from a nostalgic past. Jeff details walking the way of the world before getting saved, crazy cop stories, possible alien encounters, top secret energy drinks, while Luke divulges trouble in Tahoe, meeting Mike, getting strangled, groin grabs, and much more. Fun fact, the Samson character in my feature film, Space Waves, was inspired by Luke's story of Crazy Guy Mike, as well as the From the Vault clip at the end of this ep, so be sure to stay tuned till the very end. Let's dive in.
The following presentation is intended for immature audiences.
Now we get some Jeff stories, dude. We gotta get a little more talking out of Jeff, dude.
I haven't got to talk barely at all.
You have to jump in there, dude. You gotta jump in.
Where most people run into trouble is they speak way too little or way too much.
First off, I want to explain how this even happened. So I deal with a lot of like anxiety and panic attacks.
Anxiety. Yeah, it sucks.
And at this time, I was up in Spokane, Washington, visiting family, 2020. So this is during the COVID pandemic. And at that time, dude, we're cutting all that out. Right?
Jeff's stomach, dude. We'll see if I cut it out.
Yeah, so
anyways, COVID pandemic.
Stomach is just going crazy right now. So anyways, like I said, I deal with like a lot of anxiety. And I had to fly back to California because that's where I live. Basically, I get to the Spokane, Washington airport, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sure they have bars open. I could get a drink before I get on the plane because I'm afraid of heights. Like, I have gnarly panic attacks on planes to where it's so bad to where I, like, can't even, like, think straight or anything. And so I get to the airport, and I'm like, okay, gonna get a drink. And nothing's open, like no bar, nothing. Like I could not get a drink at all anywhere. And so I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, I don't know. I cannot get on this plane without a drink. Like there's no way. Like I will get on the plane, but it'll just be bad. Like I'll be like terrified.
But most of the time, I'm terrified.
So I'm walking around the airport and I'm like, okay, I wonder if this gift shop has any alcohol. So it's like, I'm sorry, man. Like, yeah, nothing's open. But here's the thing. We do sell wine. We have wine in big bottles. Like I could sell you that to you. I'm like, oh, but like, how's that going to work? I can't drink a bottle of wine on the plane. Like they're not going to go for that. It's like, how about I give you a coffee mug and I sell you the wine, go into the bathroom, pour the wine in the coffee cup and then like make it look like you're drinking coffee. I'm like, perfect. Oh, dude, like, yeah, dude, thank you so much, man. Like I was so stoked. Like you have no idea. And so I go to the bathroom. I'm like, this is kind of awkward though. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a criminal, like pouring wine into a coffee mug. Like, I don't know. And I do it. I leave the bathroom and I start drinking. And I'm like, okay, no one knew. Okay, I'm good. And then they board the flight and I'm walking on with my cup of coffee wine. And so get on there and then like, I'm fine. Like I'm pretty buzzed and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm feeling good right now. Like I'm not really having too much anxiety. I'm like, everything's good. And the stewardess comes over and she's like, what is that? What? She's like, is that alcohol? I'm like, no. It's an energy drink. Cause she looked very like I was gonna go to jail. Like she had that look in her eye. Like I knew it. I could tell how people act when, I'm about to get in trouble. She's like glaring at me like she knows it's not an energy drink. She knows it's alcohol. She could probably smell it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's an energy drink, like for sure. And she's like, okay, and then walks off. And I'm like, oh crap, am I gonna get in trouble? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm like chugging that thing as fast as I can in case she comes by with a bag and says, you need to dump that thing out. So I'm like just chugging that, and then like I drink it all, and she never said nothing to me. But anyways, I get off the plane, everything's good, and that's the story of that. So I mean
oh man, you almost went to prison, dude.
Prison.
Straight to the electric chair with that one. I bet you've got a lot of alcohol stories though, right?
There's more. there's plenty more. So I'm hanging out with this person and I'm drinking. I had like maybe 2 beers. Like I wasn't drunk. I'm driving back home to Sunland, Tahunga.
Is that like caveman speak? Tahunga. Confused unga bunga.
You know what I'm talking about, Spencer.
It is a real town. It doesn't sound like it is.
It does not.
Unlikely.
All right, we'll go with it.
So, anyways, I'm driving back home. And it's like maybe 2 a.m. in the morning. My car starts going up and down. I'm like, oh crap. Like, oh, it's a flat tire. So I pull over on the left side of the freeway, which you're not supposed to do. But I was drinking a little bit, so I wasn't thinking. And you're supposed to pull over to the right side of the road. And I don't know. I just really wasn't thinking at that time. And so I pulled over and I'm like, oh, so I called this person and they're like, oh, okay, well, I don't know, I'm sleeping. I'll get back to you later. I'm like, okay.
So you called somebody just to get some advice on the situation?
Yeah.
Is it right or is it left? And they're like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm like, so I'm supposed to be stranded on the side of the road. They're like, yeah, I'll get back to it in the morning. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm like, okay, like I can't do nothing. My tire's flat. So I'm like, maybe I'll catch some Z's. Like I'm tired. I'll just catch a nap and go to the back seat of my car.
Freeway.
And on the side of the freeway. Exactly. And because I drank, I really wasn't thinking, like I said. And all of a sudden I hear a loud knock on my window. Then I see a light flashing in. I'm like, oh, what is that going on? Are UFOs? I don't know. Something's going on. So I open the door, hoping not to get abducted. But anyways, it was a police officer, and he's like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? Like, get out of the car. I'm like, whoa, okay. He's like, shining a light in my eyes, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, my tire's flat. And he's like, have you been drinking tonight? I'm like, well, I had a drink like maybe 3 hours ago because I looked, it was like 6 a.m. by that time, and it was still like the sun was about to rise. And he's like, what are you doing on the left side of the freeway in the first place? What are you doing over here? You're supposed to pull over to the right side. So he's like, well, man, dude, like you shouldn't be pulled over here. This is dangerous. Like, if a car were to hit you at this speed, like going 75, you'd be dead. I'm like, dang. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right. And then he's like, you know what? He was kind of a cool police officer, honestly, like, not like the normal type. And he's like, dude, like, I'm going to pull you over to the right side and I'm going to call a tow truck for you. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you so much. And he actually drives my car to the right side, like, all right, man, I'm calling a tow truck. Good luck. I hope everything works out for you. Like, dude, that's cool, man. Like, most police officers are not like that. So yeah, that was cool. And then like, I got my car tire fixed, got a tow truck, went and got it fixed, and I was good. So
good to go. Nice.
Yeah.
It could have been aliens, though.
Could have been aliens. I might have been an alien. I don't know.
But there was another time where it did not work out quite so well, where you did in fact get arrested. Let's talk about that.
I did. So I was at this other person's house, and I was waiting for him.
Should we give them a pseudonym?
Them.
Do you know what that is?
It's a person.
No.
What?
So if you have to reference that person, you could give him a fake name, right? Just in case, is all he's saying.
Or you could just say that person.
Anyways, so I was at this person's house and I was waiting for him to get ready, and I'm in their car waiting in the passenger seat in the alley. So they're like, it's kind of weird. Like they're a property line, like they're parked on their property, but half not on the property in the back alley. So I'm like waiting for him and I'm like smoking a bowl, and this was BC. So
explain to people what BC means.
Before Christ.
This is back when you were a Satanist, dude.
Yeah, back when I was a Satanist. Like I wasn't following God at all. And so I think I kind of like took a little nap, possibly. I don't know. Like I see, like all of a sudden, like I see some lights shine on the car, and I'm like, what is going on? Another UFO.
Another UFO abduction.
All these UFO abductions,
could
man.
be aliens.
So I don't know, man. Like I'm just like freaked out, and I hear a knock on the window, and I roll down the window, and he's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Are you smoking weed?" I'm like, oh crap, you're a police officer. Like I didn't even realize that because I was pretty high. So I'm like, oh man, like, I don't exactly remember, but I said something dumb, and he had me get out of the car. At that point, he's like, are you affiliated with this person? I'm like, no. And he's like, this person does meth. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm not on meth. And he's like, you're shaking really bad. Like, are you serious? Like, yeah, I'm sure you're on something. I'm like,
I'm just scared.
I'm like, I was smoking weed. That's it. He's like, just weed. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you know, that's illegal, right? I'm like, okay. And because at that time it was still illegal in California to smoke weed, like you could still get a ticket or whatever. So this was back in like 2012. And anyways, he's like, no, you're not on weed. Like you're on meth or something. Like, I don't know what you're on, but I know you're on something. And I was like super bummed. I'm like, dude, like I'm on nothing. Like I just smoked weed. Like, are you kidding me? I'm afraid. I'm scared out of my mind. Like you're a cop. Like I don't want to deal with this. And the person that was supposed to come out never came out. They saw everything that was going on. They didn't give a rip. They just let me deal with it. They're like, oh, he's dealing with the cops. Like, oh, man, I don't want to go out there. And I'm like, okay, like, just leave me. And so he's like, I'm going to place you under arrest. And I'm like, okay. Takes me to jail. He's like, here's the deal, though. You can get out within a couple hours if you let us draw your blood and do a blood test on you, and you'll have a court order, and you'll have to do like a whole like court thing and go in, and they're gonna tell you if you're on meth or not. And I'm like, I'm not on meth. He's like, then you should have nothing to worry about. I'm like, he's like, but I know you are. And I'm like, okay, like cool. So do that whole deal. I'm in jail all night, literally. He said a couple hours. I didn't get out till the next day, and he totally lied about that. And I was pretty pissed off about that. And so then this person comes and picks me up, and they're like, oh yeah, like what happened? I'm like, you don't even know. Like, are you kidding me? Like, just leave me out there. You didn't even come out to say anything that could have helped my case at all.
How dare you?
Just leave me there. And
game over.
Anyways, so I went to court, came out negative, was not on meth, obviously, and they dropped the case completely, and that was it. So, and that same cop that arrested me, actually, I was walking by this person's house, hanging out with them again, and he sees me, shines his light at me again, and he's like, come here. I'm like, whoa, what? What did I do? I'm walking. And he's like, oh, I know you're on something. Let me check your eyes. I'm like, really? Like, he checked my eyes. He's like, I don't know what you're on, but I know you're on something. And yeah, like, I just know it. I'm like, okay.
He was looking for trouble, dude.
He had no proof because I got dismissed from that court case, and it's like, I don't know what you're on, but I know you're on something. Like, I'm gonna figure it out. And then I never saw him again after that.
I think he was on something.
I think he got fired, actually. Like, I heard something, he got fired from this person that knew someone that said that or something. I don't know, but
that sounds like a terrible day, dude.
I can't say names, but you know.
Yeah. What about when the weed was kicking in and the bombs were going off at Disneyland?
Ooh. So I'm with this same person I've probably said this whole time, but this same person, we are hanging out and we go to Disneyland, and this person's like, hey, like, let's get some edibles and go and let's drink. And I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds sick. Like, I want to get messed up. Like,
This is
stoked.
BC.
Yeah. We get to Disneyland and we're in the parking lot, park, and we're taking like one edible. I'm like, I don't feel nothing. Like, this stuff sucks. Cause like smoking weed, you feel it instantly. Like, it kind of like hits you and you're like, okay, I'm high. Like, but edibles, it takes a while to kick in. But my first time, I didn't get that. So I'm like, and this person didn't get that either. So
we just kept going.
Yeah, we just kept going. And like, we usually, when we'd go to Disneyland, we would mix Coca-Cola, not Coke, but Coca-Cola we'd mix Coca-Cola, the soda, with Bacardi 151, which is a very strong alcohol, and nothing's happening. This sucks. Like, I feel fine. Like, I'm just kind of drunk almost, but that's it. And then this person's like, okay, let's take a hash oil bar. I'm like that's pretty potent for like taking edibles. And then we go on this one like log ride, and I start feeling kind of weird. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I start hearing things in my head. And I'm like, this is different. Like, I don't know. Like is this the alcohol, or I don't think so. I've never heard that. And we get off the ride, and there was like some kind of show going on, and like it was like one of those Disney shows, and like they have like a pirate ship and all these bombs are going off. That's when it starts hitting me hardcore, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna die. Like, I can't deal with this. We got to get out of here. Like, let's go. And this person's like, just chill, you're fine. I'm like, no, I gotta go. And so I run off from this person. I like leave and start walking around Disneyland, and I'm lost. I don't know what anything is. I don't know what anything is. I don't know what a person is. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. And I'm like just tripping. Like, my body feels numb. I can't feel anything. Like, it was scary, actually. Like, and I'm like walking around, I start hearing voices in my head saying, you're going to die right now. I'm going to take you to hell. Yeah, like, you're going to die. And I'm like, I got to get out of here. Like, oh man, like my heart was racing probably like 180, 190. And I'm walking all around Disneyland for maybe like an hour. And I finally found this person that I was with, that I came with originally. And this person's like, oh yeah, it's hitting me too. I'm like, yeah, we should get out of here. I'm like, I'm going to die. And people are staring at me literally because I'm saying out loud, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I can't deal with this. I'm so high. Like, I don't like this feeling. I can't stand this. I guess people are probably used to that, though, in California. Probably see that all the time. I don't know. Like, finally get to the car. We sit there for probably a half hour more. And I'm like, okay, the high is going away. I think I feel fine. Let's go. And I drive and we get home. And all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, is like a train hit me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm feeling high again. I'm like, oh no.
It's that second edible.
Yeah. So they're hitting me one at a time. It was like slow motion. Like, I don't know. I got to go to the hospital, I think. And I climb out the window.
Why?
Because this person I was staying with, I couldn't go out the front door because it's a long story. So anyways, I climb out the window and I go around to the back alley and I get in my car, and I got lost driving in my neighborhood. and so I'm driving down the street and I see cops. I don't know. I felt like I was going to die, literally. I started praying to God. And at the time, I was not a Christian. I'm like, Jesus, save me. Like, I don't know what to do. And I don't know. I felt this like peace come over me out of nowhere. And I felt calm. And I'm like, okay, I should just go home now. And I went back home. I had passed out, I think. And that was basically it on that. So that's the experience.
Wow.
Next day I woke up and I'm like, I'm not doing the edibles again. Definitely not.
All right. Me. Feature presentation.
Rated R. Okay, so this takes place in Tahoe, California. And there's a cabin up there that we like to frequent, that we've been known to frequent. And we'll bring a few drinks up there. We'll kick it in the cabin and see what happens, dude. And so there's this guy there. So we arrive and there's this guy there. And he's roaming up and down the streets. And he's just yelling crazily. And we're like, who is that guy? Why is he like cursing the heavens and yelling and just going totally crazy? It's this guy with like a big, huge red beard, long hair. He's in overalls and stuff and like an old jacket from the 70s. And the neighbors are like, oh, that's Mike. Stay out of his way.
Stay away.
We're like, okay, cool. At some point, we decide to go four-wheeling out in the snow. It's my buddy. He's got a big 4Runner and stuff, and he's thrashing it around the snow, and he decides to attach a rope to the end of his 4Runner and a sled.
Are you kidding me?
And our buddy Bun hops on the sled, and so they're thrashing around and stuff, and he's like cruising on the sled, going off jumps and stuff. It's awesome. At some point, the guy in the 4Runner gets into a snowbank and totally flips the 4Runner. The 4Runner's on its head. And Mike approaches. And we're like, oh no, dude. He tries helping out. He's like, oh, I was like an engineer in the military. Like, don't worry about it. I know exactly how to handle this situation. You just like... And then he starts like trying to like lift it up with his body. And we're like, dude, that's like a full car. You're not going to lift that at all. And at some point, I've got to stay with the car. A guy has to, he's got to go figure out what's going on with the car and like calls insurance and stuff. And the rest of the people, they just don't want to hang out in the snow and in the cold and stuff. So I was like, don't worry, I'll hang out with the car. You guys go. And so they left me with Mike. And he's just getting creepier and creepier. And I realized this guy is like super wasted. It's like 10 a.m. I can smell the alcohol on his breath.
You are sick.
And he almost grabs one of our friends by the genitals. He's like, oh, I used to be a medic in the military. And like, this is what you do. And we're like, I'm pretty sure that's not what you do anyways.
Welcome, Private.
And so anyways, they like go inside. And I'm like, you're going to leave me with Mike? Wow. And so at some point, Mike leans over to me after being like all creepy and breathing on me and all this stuff. And he's like, you want to see my gun collection? And he elaborates. He's like, it's in my attic. I'm like, I kind of do, but no, dude. Like, that's crazy. No, I'm good, man. Later that night, me and the homies, we went to a local bar and we got a few drinks and everything.
You're an alcoholic.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what... Oh, wow.
We see Mike at the bar just like chopping it up with the hyenas, drinking beers and stuff. And we're like, Mike, what are you doing here, dude? I thought you were crazy. Like, why are you in a bar? Like, this is where the normal people hang out.
My principal says that we're not normal.
And so he comes out with us. He was like so stoked to see us. He's like, hey, buddies. He comes outside and all of a sudden he just turns like super aggressive. And he grabs me by the throat and he like grabs me by the throat and like starts strangling me. And I was like, what the hell? And so I was like, is this a joke? I don't know how to handle this, but I was just like, match aggression. I grab him by his throat. And so we were two grown men just choking each other out.
Vital arteries start at the torso.
Until we both collapse. He eventually like lets up and then like, we like high five and stuff. It's all good.
Farewell, my friend.
And then he walks home and we go home. I was like, okay, wow, that was like super weird. The next morning, we have to get out of that cabin. We got a lot of trash, but we're figuring out what to do with trash because we don't get trash service up there. Why would you pay for trash service if it's a cabin, right? So we've got a few bags of trash. We're like, what do we do, dude? Like literally the only person that we know up here is Mike. Is crazy Mike. But whatever, let's go talk to him and see if he takes our trash. Luckily, he had told me where his hideout was because he was like, you want to go see my guns? It's right over there. And so we know his property. Okay, cool. Let's take our trash. Let's go over there. And we get on his property and Bun is like, I really don't like it here. I'm getting a bad feeling here.
I got a bad feeling about this.
The door is open to his house. We enter. It is just like a horror movie. All of a sudden, we hear a grunt that sounds like it was emitted from the vocal cords of a grizzly bear. And me and Bun just look at each other. We're like, what the hell is that? And we look down the hall, and it's a guy with a big old beard and overalls walking towards us with a big old smile, arms wide, trying to hug us. He's like, buddies! And we're like, oh, Mike, how are you, dude? And he's like, I'm doing great. So we talked to him, and we're like, hey, we got all this trash and stuff. Like, can you help us out with it? And he was like, oh, by all means, like, I've got you. Don't worry about it. And I was like, I'll tell you what, I'll give you some of this this can of dip, and we've got a few more beers left. It's yours. And he's like,
what? What a treat, dude. Like, this is amazing. Whatever you need, I've got you.
And he disposed of our trash, and that was that. It all goes down in the woods, though.
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating/review. 5 stars is a power play. Be sure to follow the show and keep up with me on social medias at Spencer Whiteout to stay up to date. As always, stay tuned, stay hyped. That's a wrap.
Inserting exclusive audio recording from the vault.
Down in the ditch. Let's go find him. So we parked, and then Jay walked in, then came down here, and we're like, hey, what's up? But then he just started ranting. For a solid 20 minutes. He was mad at everything. He talked about the government. He talked about the
Donald Trump,
ecology.
Obama, Bush. He was talking about everybody.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about ecology.
He was just talking about how...
So it's this guy. He's ranting, and then he rants for a super long time and goes about ecology, and then goes, what do you think? To Andrew. And then Andrew says,
I don't know, man. It's one big complicated mess. And then he's
the guy fires back and says, not really. And then Andrew's like, oh, like he just
You're
messed
like,
up.
Wait,
Because
I'll take it back.
Yeah, because Andrew's trying to understand him. This guy's speaking with a super heavy accent.
Oh.
We have no idea what he's saying. So he's just guessing on how to respond.
Yeah,
all of my responses are like, I see that. That's a valid point.
I agree.
Yeah, and he got it wrong for that one. So we put ecology one big complicated mess. And tell about the riddle and just all that good stuff.
Oh, there was something about like money and how ecology was wasting a ton of money. And so if he writes $1 million check, who gets to keep the money?
And where does the 5 cents come in?
What?
I don't...
Yeah. He kept asking us, and you're just like, I don't know, man.
He was repeating that over and over. I'm like, I don't get it.
And then weren't they saying, like, you guys are in college? Didn't they say something like that? Like, you guys are in college.
You should know this.
What are you saying?
You're not asking a full sentence. Like, it was weird.
Yeah, and then we found out later, ecology was, apparently it's a recycle place.
Like that.
Yeah. So that was ecology.
That's cool.
And that's it.